everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a party game called Bullseye. Bullseye is a game in which you are going to be slowly building clues for people letter by letter, and they're trying to guess them with as few letters as possible. But it's not quite that way. Let me show you. So you have a little archery range here, like this, and each player is going to get one of these arrows. Each round of the game, one person is going to be the archer, and they're going to draw two of these cards. So they might say Candy and Capital City. I'll pick Candy. They then give this card to the person next to them, and that person is going to write a candy on the back here. So maybe I might write Nerds. That's the candy. And then I'm going to show it to everyone else except for the archer, and then put it here. This is the target word that you are trying to get. And by the way, I think it's kind of neat here how the card sits and lines up with the background. It's kind of neat. Everyone then is going to write down a letter here. So maybe this person writes R, and this person writes S, and this person, another person writes, I don't know what else. They might also write an S. So everyone's going to write these letters down, and then they're going to show them to the archer. Now, the archer can guess from a single letter. And if they get it correct, they're going to put a mark here, 20 points. If they miss, then they put a mark here on the outside, miss, and that rounds over. But they also might say, that's not information. Everyone then passes the arrow to the next person. So here under R, I might write E, because this person is trying to write Revenge of the Nerds, maybe. And this person might just be writing sugar. Here's the thing. You might get it and have no idea what it is. And you can write anything. You could write W and the next one. Oh, why did you write that? If you have no concept at all and can't think of anything, you can always just put an underscore and hand it to the next person. And this will keep going around. At 3, you got to shoot at that point, or you're going to have an automatic miss. And then that's the game. You're going to go around. Everyone's going to be the archer twice for 3 to 5 players, or once if you're playing 6 to 8 players. And then you're simply going to add up all the dots here and look at your score, compare it to the skill tally, and see how well you do. There's some other minor rules if you're playing with 3 players, a few things that you'll change, but that's how the game plays. Let me quick show you before we end here some of the different, we got rapper and superhero, website, U.S. state, horror movie, animated movie, holiday movie, well, there's one, music genre, you already saw Capital City, country singer, shape, etc. Now, this is not a particularly unique game. The combinations of things are unique, but there are other games where you spell out letters. Way back in the day, I played a party game called Talking Tango, where we would give clues to a word by saying one word at a time. I'd be like, this man is famous for, you would go back and forth, Talking Tango, to get someone else to guess something. It was word by word. This is the same thing with the letters, but it's really, I'm writing a letter and you'll write R and hand it to me. I played a game of this. My wife was involved, and there was a breakfast cereal. The word was cereal, and so I put M, and she got M, and she had no idea what the word was. And I was like, how can you not know? It's milk. Milk is the most obvious word for cereal in the world, but it just didn't come across. And she gave me S, or not she, but someone else gave me S, which was for spoon. And I was like, I guess it's sugar. I put U. I wasn't sure what it was. And then the next person is like, I was also thinking spoon, but now it's SU. And so that part is fun. But it still can happen because the category can be pretty small. Some of those categories are smaller than others. But if you say, let's say you say cartoon, and I put F, and the next person puts B, and someone else puts W, and you're like, is that the Flintstones? Fred, Barney, Wilma? Now, I'm extrapolating. You might not think that at all. But I have seen the 20 get hit because the person said, I think with those first letters and knowing the category that it's this. And so that's fun when that happens. But it's also fun to watch the frustration on people's faces as it goes around and they have no idea what the word is. You usually won't miss if you wait for a long time, but you also won't get as high of a score. The negative thing about the game, I guess, is that it is kind of a score-based game, and you're like, we did okay, we did great. But it's more about the playing of this game, as it is with most party games.
there's going to be categories that you get where you might like. If I got country music singer, I'd be like, well, I know like 2. So I'm not going to pick that category. So I do like that they let you pick one of the 2 categories. And we have, obviously, a rule that if you pick both and you don't know either, discard them and draw 2 more because we want the game to be fun. So it's kind of a fun little setup with that target. And it's a fun way to pass time. I think the idea, whenever you get a 20, everyone just feels very good. But getting a 20 also kind of takes away some of the most fun part of the game, which is seeing people write that second letter. And I write the M and you write O after it, and I'm like, what? What are you? How did you not know the word I was thinking of? Now, again, this letter at a time thing is not unique to this game, but what it does is it combines that with someone guessing as early as they possibly can. And I think that's a fun combo. So at the end of the day, I think this is a fun little party game. I give it a 7 out of 10. It feels unique, has a good cover, graphic design, and adds that, those 2 different vying things. Get it as fast as you can, but also the silliness of people not knowing what word the other person was writing. So very interesting style game. Check it out. I'm Tom Vasel. You're watching The Dice Tower.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.